The sooner you realize life is unfair and there's nothing that you can actually do about it, is the better it is for you. Cause when something's unfair, like you feel fucking pissed off about it. And I'm gonna be real, that's how I feel. And if it is like that, embrace it, use it as fuel. Literally, that's all you can do. Because certain things which are out of your control, you can't do nothing about it. And the moment you can't do nothing about it, you're gonna feel a type of way about it. What you choose to do with that feeling will determine where you end up. You're either gonna stay stuck in that hole, or you're gonna try finding your way out that hole no matter what it takes. That's the position I'm right now. I'm still inside a hole. Like, I'm trying to fucking climb my way out as hard as I can, but sometimes you slip and fall right back down to where you started. That's a part of the process. Like, life tends to be unfair, and there isn't much you can do about it. And the thing that I've realized most recently is it leaves you with a lot of anger, and that anger is energy at the end of the day. So how I use that is just, as long as you use it in a productive manner to build something which can aid you in creating a life which allows you to be less angry, I guess. You just have to use it like that. Because you can use it to destroy yourself, or you can use it to build yourself. That's where it really, you have to draw the line. So for example, some people, when they feel very angry, they do stuff which is harming to themselves. And another thing that I've been really thinking about recently is, for myself personally, I feel like in terms of physical pain is something that I can kind of get on with quite well. But mentally, I'm not at a point where I'm confident with my ability to handle like anxiety or overthinking thoughts. I feel like the days where I wake up and I have like such like anxiety, it sounds like such a pussy way to put it, but that's truly like the best way to describe it. It's just anxiety. Overthinking is just a product of anxiety, and that just comes from just thinking about things which haven't even happened, or you're not even sure if you can confirm if it has happened. So truth be told, there's nothing to be gained. It's just mental suffering for the sake of pain, really. There's a quote which goes by the saying that we suffer more mentally than we do in actuality or reality. And that's so true, because if you think about it, anytime you find yourself overthinking, more often than not, what's actually happened in real life is going to be one of the outcomes, but it's not going to be all of those outcomes that you've stressed and overthought about for however many days, months, or years it has been. And that's just one thing to just hold on to. So what I try to do when I overthink, I kind of just work on telling myself there's nothing that I can do to change the situation, or there's nothing I can do to find out anything further. All I can really do is just focus on myself in a way which allows me to build. Like, honestly, I feel like the first thing any guy should do, or any person should do, is do something which allows them to prove to themselves that you have control of your life. So for me, what that looks like is going to the gym, building my physique, because that is completely within my control. Like, how I look and how I end up is going to be simply the results from my effort. That's all there is to it. Whereas with other things, there's certain things that's going to be out of your control. And those things, I wouldn't suggest starting with that, especially if you haven't built off anything else. So the way I'm going to tackle this really is, I'm going to build my physique, and then the next step to that, I believe, is buying a house. So that's the two steps that I'm doing. And then I'm going to buy the car that I've wanted, simply because it's just another way of proving to yourself you can do the things that you set out to do. And it's another form of control, I guess. But then the bit where it gets tricky is, right, when you try to control everything, there will be a lot of resistance, and you shouldn't try to control everything. You need to learn to let things go with the flow. When I'm speaking in this third person, I'm kind of just speaking to myself. So learn to go with the flow is very difficult at times, because it may not be an outcome or a result that you want. But no one's going to be stronger than the wave that's coming towards them. Like, you're gonna be swept up with that wave whether you like it or you don't. It's much easier for you to go with that wave and go with the energy that is taking you with, than to use all your energy in a wasteful effort trying to swim against it. And another cool thing that I've been thinking about doing is, so last month I did a run. I did a 10K run. I've never run in my life, and I just did it. It was kind of cool, but what I found is it didn't create the form of kind of mental suffering that I was kind of expecting. Like, yeah, it sounds a bit stupid. Like, I want to do things which basically push me to a point of where I question, why am I doing it? Honestly, I squatted today, and one thing I like to do is I mean, I think everyone should be doing this anyway, but it's progressively overload. Always do one more, or hold it for a second longer. You need to always be improving, right? So today I did not want to squat. I literally despised it. Like, while I was at work, I recognized I have like this collarbone pain radiating from my left side into my trap. My shoulders are basically just bugged out all the time at this point, but it'll improve. Even if it doesn't improve, we're gonna keep going. We'll figure it out. Today we're just speaking about using anger as fuel and just building a life from that, I guess. That's my thoughts for the day, to be honest. I'm gonna quickly edit this video up, get uploaded. I'm gonna drink my 6 eggs and then get to bed. That's honestly all there is to it. And final notes, I'm gonna experiment around with the videos. I'm gonna try different styles to see what happens. Short form is coming along good. This Saturday I'm gonna create 4 long form videos, which I'm gonna release on top of the growth diaries. So just gonna slowly implement, iterate. And when I say iterate, the difference between iteration and repetition is when you do the same thing again and again. Iteration is when you do the same thing but you add something new, or you do something a little different to see if you can achieve a better result.